Possibly the only thing more fun than putting on new parts is getting new parts. Today was pretty good. The wife sent me some messages while I was at work. First telling me that my wheels came in, then telling me that some other box came in, and then 5 minutes later she tells me that I also got a letter. Nobody ever writes me. So I was wondering what this was. One of the guys on the Chevette page sent me this. It's a 1977 postcard. That is pretty cool. So then after that, when she told me there was a small box, I pretty much knew it was going to be a fuel pump, but I wasn't 100% sure. And before I even had a chance to ask her, and started sending me pictures. It's an inline fuel pump, threaded ends, both ends. Yeah, I'm not going to open it yet, but you can see it's got right there and right over here. You can almost see it there. There is posts for the power. Comes with a sleeve to help keep it from overheating. A couple of Adel clamps for mounting it. The Adel clamps, the rubber on the Adel clamps is key. It helps to keep from transmitting the noises from the pump into the frame or whatever it is you bolt the pump to. There's also some other tricks that I plan on doing that I will share with you guys later when it comes time to mount the fuel pump. Yeah, you're looking at it and saying, why is he so excited over black steel wheels? Well, first, I don't know if you can make it out here. It's a 16 by 7 steel wheel. As I learned, 16-inch wheels are very hard to find if you want steel wheels. You can get aluminum wheels all day long, but you never find steel wheels. I wanted steel wheels because I plan on putting moon discs back on this car. I've got them on the 13-inch wheels. Obviously, it's not going to fit on the new wheels. I needed 16s to clear the brakes on the Z28 rear end. I'm going to go ahead and try and find some 15-inch steel wheels to put on the front and have staggered wheel sizes. One, I kind of like the way that looks. Two, I don't need 16s up front to clear the brakes. 15s will do. And why should I fill up the wheel well more than I have to when I'm already got limited space to begin with? I hope to lower the car a little bit again. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Even if it's just an inch, that'd be enough. But I got my 16s for the back. These come off of a 1995 BMW 325 Si, I believe. I will post a picture of the ad. I found these on Facebook Marketplace. Some kid up in Michigan had them and was selling them pretty cheap. He didn't really want to ship them, but I gave him a couple extra dollars and he was willing to do it. I paid for the shipping and some extra money for his time. And 3 days later, I've got wheels sitting out on the sidewalk out front of the house. I got that picture and that made for a really long day. But look at these things. They are mint. Now remember, this is a 1995 is what these came off of. In Michigan, it snows and they use salt on the road in Michigan. I don't think these wheels were on the car very long because they are cherry. Now I got to figure out if the bolt pattern is going to be good enough. And I need to see if the hub hole, or whatever the hell you want to call it, see if the center hole is going to be good. Some of you remember the plans on how I'm going to mount these wheels onto a Chevette. I've got a 98, I think, Z28 rear end that I'm going to narrow. I'm going to narrow it down using S10 axles. The rear end out of an S10 is the perfect width to slip up underneath of a Chevette. I got a rear end out of a Camaro because that's what I found. And I knew that I'd be able to do this. So what I'm going to do is narrow the rear end to the width of an S10 rear end by using S10 axle shafts as a guide. So I don't care if these fit onto the Camaro. I need to find out if they fit on the S10 axle shaft, which in all reality should be the same for the center hole and the lug pattern and the lug size. One of the other concerns I have, the taper on the lug nuts. Is it the same between a Chevy and a BMW? No clue. By the naked eye, it's good. Let's see if the wheel will bolt up to the axle shaft. This is looking really good. According to everything I read on the internet, I knew this was going to be close. But it looks to be dead nuts. This is insane. This is as perfect as I could ever have imagined. Now, yeah, I'm missing a lug nut. I'm gonna have to put on new studs anyways. However, if you look at this, look at the pilot hole. It fits perfect. The lug pattern is dead nuts. I think the internet said it would be 0.007 millimeter off. Yeah, I'm not working with that kind of tolerances. So this is perfect. Without measuring, just going off of what I'm seeing, this should fit great. And I'm hoping that any modifications that I need to do will be towards the inside of the wheel well and not towards the outside. I'm going to run these wheels, period. So if I have to modify the fender lip, then that's what's going to happen. I prefer to have to modify the wheel tubs and essentially tub it out a little bit, mini tub, more like clearancing. If that's what it takes, I will cut out some of that wheel well and cut in some extra metal to make it a little bit bigger so I can run some decent sized tires. 215, maybe even 225 range, as in width, 215, maybe 225 millimeters wide. And I'm gonna go for something a little bit taller than what a Chevette should have. If I went with a 215/50, that would be about the same outside diameter as a Chevette wheel, wheel and tire combo. And I'd rather step it up a little bit. One, because I think it'll look better. Big and littles, always looks good. Also, it would help reduce my cruising RPM a little bit. It's not gonna be a whole lot, but it's gonna help. Let's face it, even with the overdrive, I still got 411 gears in this thing. I wanna be able to run on the freeway. No, it'll do it at about 2,800 RPM, I'm guesstimating, but I'd like to see it lower than that. One of these days, I may end up changing out the gearing in that rear end. I'd like to see something in the 342 area, something like that. Hell, I'd be happy with a 308. That car weighs nothing, and it has enough torque with that supercharger that it'll stomp right over 308 gears, no problem. But I don't think I'll be able to do that without replacing the entire rear end. And I don't see that happening. Unless one falls into my lap. I'm super stoked right now. This is as perfect as could be. The wheels are brand new, essentially. What I got, what I paid, and what I need to do to make it all work. Basically nothing. I need to do some measuring, need to do some asking around, and see what I can get away with. If I can get away with some 225s, I'll probably do that. 225, 65s, maybe. If I have to get a 215, I might go up to a 70 series and get, again, I'm going for a little bit of diameter. I need to see what kind of diameter that would be. I need to see exactly what a Chevette diameter is. But doing a little bit of homework on this. Hopefully, cross my fingers, hopefully when this thing goes together, it'll go together once and go together right. I would hate to buy new tires and find out they don't fit properly. I'm not gonna waste my time with junk tires just for fitment. I'm gonna measure everything, measure again, might even measure it a third time, make sure that my idea is gonna work before I do it. If I make mistakes, you guys will see it. If it's a total win, even better. You guys will definitely see that. Hopefully with taillights and tire smoke, you'll see that. But let's see how it goes. We found the wheels new for $48 each on Amazon for anybody trying to duplicate this effort. I slapped one of the wheels on the Camaro rear end and you see plenty of room for the caliper. Factory Chevy wheels compared to the BMWs. I think I should be able to get plenty of rubber on there now.